So the match finishes. Forest 2, Plucky old Luton 0. Welcome to the match review and player ratings. Good morning, good evening, or good night. I hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the player ratings where you guys get to decide the scores on the players. If you are here and enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And we got a lot to talk about, guys, because, okay, the game itself was, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's only Luton. We're going to beat them. They're crap. But there's a few things I want to point out off the bat, and that is the system. Because Forest made wholesale changes here, changed almost the whole starting 11. And what I like, and what is really important, and probably won't be discussed, but needs to be discussed, is the fact that this system is interchangeable with the players. It doesn't matter if Bolly comes in ahead of Milenkovic. It don't matter if Morato's in ahead of Murillo. Every single player, what I learned, the biggest thing I learned today was Nuno has got the whole squad, not just the team, but the squad drilled into these systems. They've come in and seamlessly picked up and carried on playing as if, you know, we were playing a Premier League game, which we can't obviously because Plucky old Luton are not there. So that for me is extremely important. What is also important is we finally got some answers on some players that we've been asking questions about to know, are they good enough for the Forest team or not? And in particular, I think most of us were interested to see how Miguel does in goal, how Sosa does on the wing, how Taiwo performs as well from a start. And we'll go through each of them in the player ratings. But look, for me, Miguel, great shot stopper, made some cracking saves. His distribution, nowhere near ready. And it's clear to see why Sells is the clear number one currently. I think today puts it beyond doubt for me. Sosa, for me, I know a lot of you were going at him in the chat, but I thought he was fine. I thought he started the brightest in the first 10 minutes or so. He got his goal. And in general, look, goals never mask performances for me. I still don't think he's ready to start. I think he still needs to be embedded in the team. You do see this with some players who have come from abroad, especially when English isn't even their second language. Sometimes they need a whole season. So for me, Sosa is still going to be an important part of this squad, not ready to start in the first team, but good to be in that squad. By the way, get your player ratings in the links pinned in the chat. So score them from 0 to 10, 6 being average, 10 being a perfect performance. Sofascore gave Miguel man of the match. I would not agree with that. In terms of Taiwo for me was a mixed bag. I thought he was quite strong. He at times held the ball up well. He put in a good pass for, I think it was Jota Silva in the first half that we nearly scored from. But there's a couple of things. His shooting is still not great. That left foot shot straight at the keeper was poor. And also, he just doesn't look like he can do 90 minutes. I think at about 60 minutes, for me, he was gassing a little. So I don't know. I'm still holding hope for Taiwo, but on that evidence of today, for me, no. Sorry, just need a sip of Happy Clapper juice. So look, am I happy about the win? Of course I am. Do I care that much about the cup? No, Tuesday is everything for us now. But it is really important that we use these cup competitions to understand the squad depth. And I think, for me, that game today will set Nuno forward a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. He gets a much better understanding of the team. The other player I want to talk about was Eric Da Silva. I thought he had a good and a bad game. I thought his passing was a little off, but he looks very strong on the wing and he's got good pace. There was one pass into Taiwo that was very good, I think, at the start of the second half. Is he ready for the first team? No, he's not. But will he be ready for the first team? Yes. I think with a few more games in the cup, give him a pre-season, maybe even consider putting him out on loan. I think it would do him the world of good to get more game time, but he is not a player I would want to get rid of. I can see a lot of potential in him. In terms of the goals itself, I thought Sosa delivered an excellent cross for Ryan Yates, who actually headed it in, which was great to see. We know the old 50p head there. He had an absolute cracking shot about 5-10 minutes before that from about 25 yards out. And I had to do a double take that it was him. It absolutely rattled the crossbar. Keeper was so confused. It was over his head and it wasn't in the corner or something. Bang, hits the crossbar. But I thought he played well today, as did Ward-Prowse. The second goal was a lovely, lovely play. Again, Ryan Yates needs credit for it. It was like a clearance pass. He got it into the path of Jota Silva. He looks up, squares it for Sosa, who's in the right position, and puts it in nicely. So overall, did we blow Luton away? No. Luton had a lot of possession. I didn't expect us to come and have 70% possession. What I expected was Nuno to want to see his philosophy. This is the important bit for anyone in the chat thinking, well, why didn't we dominate them? Why didn't we do this? Because it's clear. Nuno wants to see his philosophy, his tactics, his formation, his style of play going from first team into second team across the whole squad. And for me, that is more important than Forest winning 5 or 6-0. It's to know that it can, like, anyone can come in and do a job. I do not agree with you. Eric was awful and doesn't show potential. I mean, that's your call, man. Your call. That's why we're here, for you guys to air your opinions. Another point about Taiwo is he doesn't do Nuno ball nearly as well as Woody. Woody did more in 15 minutes than Taiwo did in 75. I actually don't agree with that. I think Taiwo holds the ball up a little bit better. It's more sticky to him when it's coming out of the air. I don't think Wood wins enough for me personally. But Taiwo's just not. Either he's not fit or he's still low on confidence. There's just something not quite right there. Anyway, let's get into the player ratings. As I'm switching across, please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Let's bring up the screen. And while I've got you guys here, just a quick reminder that there are hospitality tickets available for you guys for Forest versus Southampton at the weekend. If you would like to get into those hospitality suites, this is your best chance with football prizes. Go grab a ticket now. Scan this QR code or click on the link that will be in the chat for you guys in a second. And if you hit those ticket numbers, you see those prizes down the left, you will instantly win Matt Sells' frame shirt. Instantly win Hudson Odoi's shirt. Signed, of course, and Alanga's as well. So go check out those tickets. Grab them. $3.95 gets you a whole VIP treatment for the Southampton game if you win it. So good luck to you guys. All right, let's start with Miguel. I mean, I've kind of said what I wanted to say on him in terms of his performance. I am seriously worried about his distribution. It's been a long time since I've seen a goalkeeper, throw the ball out of play the way he did today. Okay, it's a mistake, but it's a mistake that sticks in the mind. Save-wise, phenomenal. He made two or three good saves that I can remember. Big up to you as well, Craig. Overall performance, I think, is fine, but the distribution was very, very poor. We got told that by our Corinthians mate before he joined, that, you know, he's good at saving, distribution is weak, kicking is weak as well. And there was a couple, like, he's left-footed, and one of his chip passes out wide went straight out for a throw-in. So there are some worrying signs on his distribution. Distribution can be worked on. You know, if you've got the natural saving ability and the reflexes, I'd rather it that way around. But yeah, I'm at the point where Sells, I'm convinced. This is my convincing game. Not that I needed it, but it's beyond doubt. Convinced. This is me. That Sells should still be number one. Can he be developed? If he fixes his distribution, 100%. 100%. I'm going to give him a 7.5 for the performance today. He would have been an 8 or a 9 for me if his distribution was a little bit better. Let's see what you guys did. You guys went with a 7.59. Interesting. Okay, so pretty much what I said there. I've just realized the team sheet is the bloody finishing team sheet, so I just need to check the starting team here. 1 second. Where are we? Forest, there we go. Okay, so let's move on to the right back, which was Eric De Silva. Now, you guys are definitely giving me mixed signals in the chat. Get a grip, Wolfie. All right, sorry, man. Sorry. I think, what would I rate him? It's probably about a 7 for me for De Silva. I saw signs. I definitely saw signs. It's just the passing was a little bit off. The passing was, you could see sometimes he was getting frustrated within himself on the passes. He's a kid. Even if he had a terrible game today, I wouldn't be going in on him. He's young, plenty of potential. I'm just going to give him a 7. Work on your passing, not a problem with the rest of it. Let's see what you guys said. 7.2. You scored him higher than me. Okay, that's interesting. People were going past him too easily. I don't know. He is far better than any of the youth players we have. He'll be great in a few years. That I fully agree with. 4 from Mark in Brazil. Bloody hell, you lot are harsh, man. Harsh crowd. All right, let's move on to the centre backs. Bolly. I think Bolly was sensational today. I actually would have him as a candidate for man of the match. He just looked like he'd been playing last week. He didn't put a foot wrong. Didn't put a foot wrong for me. Headed the ball beautifully. Played with his feet well. He's close to a faultless performance, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think he's a 9.5. He made a cracking tackle at the end, which looked like a penalty to the naked eye, but you see him wrap his foot around and get the ball. Wow, I'm giving him a 9.5. I thought he was that good today. I really do. He had a sweet slide like those yellow cards against Wolves, says Scott. Rob, hope you're feeling better. He did play last week. Did he? I can't remember. Who did we play last week? I'm saying 9.5, man. I think it was a sensational performance from Bolly today. Oh my God. You guys said 8.1. 8.1. Wow. There must be some Luton fans in there. No, I'm sorry. That is way. What did he do wrong for you guys? It was a performance to get a simple job done. Nobody had got a 10. I didn't give him a 10. I don't know. What did Wake Up say? I missed what he said. I'm sorry, but like 8.5, I would have just about accepted. Oh, now you're all saying you gave him a 10, huh? Now you're all saying you gave him a 10. So I'm moving on, because if I say what I'm thinking about you lot right now, this channel's gone. Oh, look at you all like, oh, I gave him a 9. Axel's saying he gave him a 9, and he missed one tackle near the goal with Tuffalo. But it came to nothing. I gave him an 8, but still the highest rated. You guys have got agendas, man. If he leaves, it's because he's watched his player ratings. Bolly, if you're watching, mate, yeah, I gave you a 9.5. Remember that. Remember that. These lot have all got an agenda against you, clearly. All right, let's move on. I don't really know what to say to that. You guys, I don't know what more you wanted to see from him. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what more you wanted to see from him. All right, let's go on to Morato. Why can I never find him? Hold on. Was he on this sheet? There he is. Found him. Okay, Morato for me was not as good as Bolly, but really good. He dominated the midfield almost. The way he stepped in. The way he stepped in was fantastic. He is a brute. And you know what? He's got some silky touches as well. There's a couple of little shuffles he was doing. You know, it was just, oh, it's lovely to see. I didn't want him playing. And this is the reason why. You could tell watching that game who was above the cut of playing against championship opposition, soon to be League One. And he was phenomenal, man. He is phenomenal. And I didn't want... Did he stay on the whole game, chat? He did, didn't he? See, that's a mistake for me. It tells you he won't start against Liverpool. Again, another person didn't put a foot wrong. Great on the ball. So strong, man. He's a 9 for me. Absolute 9. I thought he was brilliant. Wolfie, if this is higher than Bolly, you know why? Well, agendas, isn't it? Agendas. I'm gonna see what you guys did now. I'm intrigued. Let's have a look. I went 9. Whoa, you lot are a tough crowd, man. A tough. So you lot thought he was better than Bolly because you gave Bolly an 8.1. I don't know. I'm not usually one who's ever lost for words, but you lot are harsh. You lot are freaking. I mean, are you holding them to the standards of? Well, I guess we are 3rd in the Premier League. So, okay. All right. I mean, you lot are harsh. Clearly, there's now a Morato agenda as well with you lot. Let's move on. So, the back three was alongside, was it Moreno? Moreno. He was okay. He kind of played out of position today. You could tell at times he's dragging out too much to the left-hand side. I thought he was better in the second half, if I'm being honest with you, more so than the first half. Sorry, was it Toffolo more on the inside? Oh, he's here now, so we'll do him. Couple of nice overlapping. Right, it was Toffolo, wasn't it? I got it the wrong way around. Anyway, let's just do Moreno. I thought he was better in the second half. But is he better than Nico Williams? I probably don't think so right now. I'm trying to think, really, did I even notice Moreno that much? More so in the second half. Yeah, they did a bit, Rob, you know what I'm saying? I'll give him a 7. He didn't have like a memorable match for me. Am I back? All right, I'm back. I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, it worries me that I'm a little. It hasn't gone down. We're still here. It worries me that I'm close to your scoreline, so I must have been way wrong with that one. Anyway, let's do Toffolo. Toffolo's not Premier League level for me. He was the one playing out of position. Okay, I'm back. Chill. Wolfie, you're marking too high. Pat, I'm marking how I want to mark, Pat. You mark how you want to mark. Toffolo. He's a nice guy. It's nothing to do with Wi-Fi. Wolfie needed to cry over Big Willie. A little bit. I'm still getting over that. Look, he was playing out of position. You can't mark him harshly. He was like a left-sided centre-back in that. 7 for me for Toffolo. Are you guys actually saying 10 for Toffolo? You guys got 7.1. Again, about the same. All right, let's move forward. Who was then in the midfield? Ward-Prowse and Yates. Let's start with Ward-Prowse. I thought Ward-Prowse was extremely good today. I thought he was playing that quarterback role really well. His corner deliveries were so good, man. So good. And you noticed that I think Alanga got one corner at the end where he hit the first man. Ward-Prowse was put in those corners, you know, in this modern way where they're trying to curve them in towards the keeper and what have you on the in-swinging one. And I thought he was brilliant. I thought his passing was good today. I thought in general he had an absolutely solid game. That's probably his best performance for Forest. And I know we always talk about his set pieces as well, but he can offer more than that. I'm going to give him an 8.5. I honestly was impressed with his performance today. 8.5 for me. One corner nearly went straight in. Yep. JWP got that finesse FIFA set piece every time. He has. Okay, I know it was Luton Roundhouse, but I'm sorry. I can only judge on like the opponents that are in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm giving him an 8.5. I thought he had a good game. Let's see what you guys 7.2. Okay, I'm now really starting to get the impression from you lot that because we didn't win 5-0, then no one's allowed a decent score. Am I getting this right? Is my tooth just fallen out? I'm joking. No, it's still intact. Look, I don't really want him to stay. I'm not well, but let me rephrase that. I'm not fussed if he stays or goes. I just think you lot are harsh. Jerry, thank you for subscribing. Oh, we're 3 away. If you're not subscribed, please do. I think you lot are harsh, man. I think you lot are harsh. Nobody above an 8. Why? You think Bolly was above an 8? I'm moving on. You lot are winding me up now. Winding me up. I'm moving on. Yates. Good goal. Decent performance. Good assist of the assist for the second one. Great shot from 25 yards out. Still was giving away some unnecessary fouls for me in that match. I thought he was probably just as good as Ward-Prowse. I think about an 8, 8.5, 8.5. It's somewhere in between there. 8.25 is in between there. I'm gonna say 8.25. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I am surprised to see Forest doing well this season. Let's see what happens on Tuesday. I'm at an 8. I thought Ward-Prowse was slightly better. I know he scored the goal and got the assist of the assist, but I like to look at the whole thing. Marky Boy with the $5. He says 7 wins on the trot. Looking forward to 8. Thanks, Wolfie, for all you do. Thank you, Mark, for all your support, buddy. Much appreciated. Let's see what you lot gave Yates. You could look. I know you lot, right? So I'm gonna say you scored him at least 8 point something because he scored a goal. Because that's all you lot care about, right? You don't like looking at the bigger picture. I say you went like an 8.7 or an 8.8. Let's see what you guys did. I knew it. I knew you'd go somewhere. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But you lot are so easy to read, man. Goal equals 10 in your lot's mind. Honestly. Have I not educated you guys by now? Goals win games. Yeah, clean sheets win championships, though, VB. They win championships. All right, let's go on to the wingers and Jota Silva. Okay, Jota Silva, a little bit untidy in possession at times. He's a scruffy player for me, Got the assist on the second one. Could have scored with the ball Tyler went through to him, but you got to give credit to the defender that slid in. Overall, it was all right. I would have expected, with the amount of game time he's had compared to some of the others, for him to shine a little bit more than he did. I'll give him a 7. I'm a 7 out of 10. I thought it was good, but he is one that if you lot were like, well, you know, he's played X amount of games so far this season, he should be well bedded into the Nuno structure and what have you. You know, he should be outperforming the rest, yes. That move he did, though, where he kind of nutmegged that player and then took the shot, was lovely. Was lovely. ISO 7. Pretty good score. I don't know what you guys said. I really think my tooth is falling out. 8 on the nose, exactly. I do not have a Jota Silva agenda. Jota was the best player on the pitch. Who wasn't? Bolly was. Bolly was. Okay, let's move on. Sosa. Now, I can't wait to see what you guys did with Sosa, because there's been loads of agendas from you lot in the chat about him. I'm not accepting anything less than a 9 for Sosa. That cross for the goal, and he got us the second goal. I mean, if you're going to play on goals and crosses, I thought he was the best player on the pitch in the first 10 minutes. He did get the goal and he did get the assist. I don't think he was scintillating for that like middle third of the game, you know what I'm saying? But I will crack under the pressure of you lot, because technically he was involved in both games, but so was Yates, you know what I'm saying? Phil with the 199, thank you so much. I'm gonna give him like an 8.8. Okay, 8.8 for me for Sosa. 8.8. I'm seeing loads of 9s, some 10s from you lot. You lot get giddy. He made some mistakes. Passing wasn't great. Yeah, I agree with that, Nico. I agree with that. All right, let's see what you guys. I'm more interested in what you guys did rather than talking about what I think. All right, let's see what you guys did. 8.19. All right, so maybe my theory about you lot caring about goals and assists isn't true then. I'm literally, everyone who's written their scoring has gone like 8, 9, or a 10 from what I've seen scrolling through the chat. And then you've ended up with an 8.19. So what are you lot saying there? What are you lot saying? Give me your scores in the chat. What did you lot go? I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I think that's a little harsh on him. He was man of the match, says VB. Rodriguez saying bang on. How do you vote? The link's pinned in the chat, buddy. So you just click that link. You just put your votes in. It's live, so as soon as you vote, it recalculates everything. 7, 9, 8, 8, 8, 10, 10, 10, 7.5 for Taiwo. All right, I got Taiwo. Yeah, David, chill. I rated 7. We're top 3 in the Premier League. All right, okay. I mean, you guys are welcome to do what you want. Hence why we do this and why we have this channel. We're going up a level hard scoring now. 7.5, says Phil. Bloody hell. All right. Let's move on. Oh my God, Taiwo. This is going to be interesting. Look, the positives I've got for Taiwo, and by the way, just before we go into Taiwo, quick reminder, please do hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. As well over 500 of you in here. Get those likes up. And we're only 3 subscribers away from 22,600. So if 3 of you are sitting there unsubscribed, let's see if we can get us over the line before the end of this this stream. I liked some parts of his games, but overall, I didn't like most of it. His shooting's not good. He did a nice pass to Jota Silva. That's the most I can hold on to. Against Luton, this is where I will say and be contradictory and say it's against the Luton defense. You'd expect a decent striker to chew them up. It's like a 5 for a 6. 5 for a 6. And he gassed at 65 minutes. You'd think, I would have expected Taiwo to come into this match and be like, I have to try and show Chris Wood up. I need to go out there. Even if I'm knackered by 70 minutes or whatever, the 70 minutes I've put in is next level. I didn't feel that from him today. I'll give him a 6. I still haven't given up on him. You lot all have. I'm giving him a 6. Let's see what you guys did. 6.22. That's the closest we've been for a while on players. Taiwo would get eaten alive by West Ham fans if he went there. There is links to Taiwo going to West Ham at the moment. Very loose links, but there is links. Okay, let's move on. Subs. All right, I want to run through the subs quickly here. Dominguez came on. I thought he was quite busy. His passing wasn't that great for me today. I'll just give him a solid 6 out of 10 sub rule. What did you guys say? 6.6 for Dominguez. Elanga was switching positions, started on the right and started playing down the middle and what have you. Well, how long did Elanga get? About 15 minutes or so. He was okay when he came on. I expected him more crazy. I'll give him a 7. 7, not bad. You guys went 6.7 on Elanga. Hudson-Odoi, I felt he had an impact when he came on. He tried the cheat code shot. He was all right when he came on. I'm just glad no one got injured. I'll give him a 7 as well. Whoops. You guys went 6.7. Okay, exactly the same as that you gave Elanga. Woodinho came on. Couple of nice passes, a couple of sloppy passes for me from Wood when he was playing the wingers in. I'll give him 6.5. I thought it was okay. Let's see what you guys did. 6.5 as well. Bang on the money. And then let's take a moment. Let's take a moment for Danilo. I thought he looked really sharp. Okay, I may be wearing some Danilo tinted goggles on this one because it was lovely to see him back in. But honestly, his first pass was bang on the money. He was strong in the air. He looked sharp. He looked fitter than Taiwo, and he's been out for like 7 months, man. I was very happy with his performance. I felt he could have probably got more minutes in, but you know, Nuno will know better than we do. All right, I'm not giving him a 10. Like, I'll give him an 8, man. It was a very good performance. It's only like 7.5 minutes or whatever it was. Mark, please stop spamming in the chat. You'll just get banned. I'm gonna give him a solid 8 out of 10. Let's see how sentimental you are. I bet this says 10 or something. 8.6. I won't hold that against you. I won't hold that against you. I know there's like love going around today, and rightly so for him. Rightly so for him. Okay, and that brings us on to Nuno. My only gripe with Nuno today was that he left Morato on the pitch and started Morato. I think we could have beaten Luton without Morato. I personally would have played Omar Bamadeli, but clearly he's not playing because he's probably on his way out on loan or something. Apart from that, he got everything spot on, really, didn't he? Good rotation through the squad. The system works within the second string team as well. 2-0, very comfortable. Maybe one decent chance for Luton, but Miguel was there to save it. So for me, Nuno's like a solid 8.5, really. I thought overall, very, very good. Let's see what you guys did. 8.9. So you guys, I don't get you lot, right? You were like, it's against Luton, we should have smashed them 5-0. But you're giving the manager a 9 out of 10 for 2-0 tactics. I haven't watched the game itself, only the FFTV live, but I'd give Danilo out of 10. Fair play, fair play. I don't get you guys. I'm like so confused with you lot, seriously. So confused. Yeah, you are right. Morato won't start. So we're definitely playing a back 4 against Liverpool. But anyway. 8.9. All right, let's do the man of the match. Who do you guys want as your candidates? God knows what you lot are going to say. Let's go with Bolly. I'm not putting Danilo in because you'll all vote for him. All right. Yeah, JWP definitely. We'll put Sosa in. Who else? Morato. All right, we'll put Morato in as well. All right, get your votes in. Get your votes in. Oh crap! I should have put Yates in as well. Oh well. Okay, we'll just go. I've only got 4 slots. All right. So who's gonna win this one? Sosa's taken an early lead here. After all the agendas you guys had, Sosa's got 40% of the vote. Bolly on 31% of the vote. Morato in 3rd place with 13 and JWP with 12. You know, harsh. I thought Ward Prowse was really good today. I'll give you a few more seconds to get your votes in. I am so surprised after all your agendas with Sosa during the match. You are now about to give him man of the match. You lot are blowing my mind today. You really are. All right, you got 10 more seconds to get those votes in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your man in the match with 43% of the vote goes to Sosa. Yes, I get it, but I'm very funny, Rob. Very funny. I am very surprised you lot went Sosa after the agendas you called out on him. AH3 with the 8 months. Thank you so much, bud. You absolute legend. Okay, so guys, that brings Forest up to 7 games in a row, W's. Also, let's not forget that that's Forest. Is that another clean sheet? Is that 5 in a row now? Ridiculous right now. And after changing the goalkeeper. And we got the Scousers on Tuesday. So it's going to be an interesting match to say the least. Now, we've got Grumpy on Reds tomorrow night. I'm on Never a Foul at 8 o'clock tonight, beefing up with the Cartel 6 boys. And then tomorrow, I don't know, there's loads of stuff coming out. So make sure you got your notifications on. We're going to do a lot of Liverpool previews this week, I think, because we got to squeeze them in before the Tuesday match, because this is a title decider. Luton, done and dusted. We move on from it. Who cares about them? Our name's in the hat. Hatters, you get it? And we'll see what happens. So go check out the tickets. If you want to get Southampton Game in the hospitality, go get your tickets from Football Prizes. And then I'll see you guys over at 8 o'clock on Never a Foul. Until then, remember, Forest 2, Luton 0. 7 dubs in a row. See you guys later on. You Reds!